Hello everyone, welcome to Penta Laser Wuhan factory. This is Yu Chaoxiong from Pipe Cutting Machine Department. Today I'd like to introduce to you the 12036 heavy duty laser pipe cutting machine. Its largest raw material feeding length is 12 meters and the largest procession pipe diameter can reach 350 millimeters. There's also a very important index in the maximum loading bearing. For 12-meter long pipe, it can carry up to 1.2 tons. What is the concept of 1.2 tons? A 200mm diameter round pipe, 20mm thick, and 12-meter long, and the total weight is 1.2 tons. If a 300mm diameter pipe, the thickness is 12mm. This is heavy-duty pipe cutting machine adopts the procession model of 3 chucks. Why need 3 chucks for heavy pipe cutting? The traditional pipe cutting machine are 2 chucks. 2-chuck machine is to use the first chuck and the second chuck to clamping pipe, then carry on to feeding for processing. Between the first chuck and the second, there is blind spot can't be processed. This means that when processing heavy tubes, there will always be 200mm of material that cannot be processed. If the finished product is really long and the front is rotated to extend a 2-meter long workpiece. At this time, because the front is 2 meters long and the back is 200mm, the level radius of the gravity of the pipe is very large, which is a 10-fold level. At this point, it will completely bow the pipe, and the cutting accuracy will completely lost. Processing by our 3-chuck machine. When processing to the end, heavy pipe spin out. The third truck can directly go to the second truck to size the pipe to ensure the pipe in the position of the central line, and the pipe won't bow, won't case precision deviation. Biggest guarantee processing accuracy. What I just said is using 3-chuck machine to solve precision problem for heavy pipe processing. There's another feature will be improved with the 3-chuck machine. We can see the cutting head can't process the light inner part of the chuck or the chuck holding the pipe material. But if processed by 3-chuck, we can use the 3rd chuck to clamp the flow material after processing part of the pipe. Remove the 2nd chuck. At the same time, the cutting head can start processing the material being blocked by the 2nd chuck. If the blocked material can't be processed, there are about 250mm of tail material. If it can be processed, then the tail material becomes very few, about 3mm, 5mm, and so on. This depends on the roughness of the cross section at the end of the pipe. It needs trimming, which is what we call zero-tail material. If the cross section is very good, the tail material is completely gone, which is one of the biggest advantages of the 3-chuck machine, saving materials. I have introduced some functions of pipe cutting machine processing features. Now I will introduce some of the features of the feeding machine. You can see that there are 2 pipes on the loading machine now, tightly stuck together. The feature of our feeding machine is complete tearing feeding. A bundle of pipes directly being unpacked on the loading chain as long as it's flat glued together. No need to lift to a specific station. Next, I'd like to introduce the processing area of our laser pipe cutting machine. First of all, the pipe is clamped by our 4-claw truck. The pipe is clamped to ensure the pipe is in a specific position, and then the cutting head starting to work at a specific position on the pipe according to the program. All the processing accuracy is guaranteed by this set of 4-claw chuck. Both the features of the chuck is 2 pairs of moving. That is to say, this is a symmetric action, has a 110mm travel, which means that there's no need to adjust the claw when shifting for square pipe, round pipe, and rectangle pipe, which ensures the processing efficiency, and there were no additional working hours for shifting when processing, improving the processing efficiency of the machine. Previously, we talked about the feeding and processing feature of a machine. Now let's check the advantages of our pipe cutting machine for receiving materials. You can see there are 3 receiving support 1, 2, 3. Our receiving support is flatted support. When processing, it can reliably pick up all the products of different lengths short material directly through the first support and slide into the finished production box. Long material will be dragged into the long material receiving area by the third truck, falling into the soft belt. For waste material, there's a small flap here in the short material area. If there is waste material, the little flap won't pop up. The waste material falls directly into the scrap tank below. There is a whole set of solutions including waste material, short-term finished and long finished products. For long tubes, because long tubes are heavy, we use soft belt for collecting. If the tubes falls free, it's going to have a big impact on its potential energy. If we use a soft belt, then the shock will be raised. There will be no damage to finished parts and no additional costs. This is also our biggest advantage. What you saw earlier was a normal vertical cutting demo of our machine. This model can also be upgraded to a laser pipe cutting machine with bevel cutting height. Realize positive and negative 45 degree of bevel cutting. It's not just a positive 45 degree or negative 45 degree. It's the whole range between positive 45 degree and or negative 45 degree. It can achieve common bevel angle cutting and particle rotor bevel cutting. This machine will help to save lots of man-hours when processing the heavy thick pipe, which requires bevel cut for subsequent welding.